Hey Homeschoolific family, it's Diana with Homeschoolific, and hi, how have you guys been? I know it's been a long time since I've made a video, and it's been somewhat on purpose, and I will explain, but I wanted to sit and do a little update and just let you guys know what's going on and if we're making more videos, etc. And I thought, what better place to do than out here in my yard. You'll probably hear some things, some wind. My neighbor over yonder is mowing. I don't know if you hear that or not, but I hear it. And occasionally my dogs might come and get in the scene. And but I didn't want to do any lighting today. So I decided to use the sun. We'll see if that's a mistake later, but for right now, I'm gonna roll with it. Welcome. If you are new to this channel or you haven't actually gotten to really, go around in our videos, I'm Diana. I'm half of our duo of Homeschoolific, and we have been a bit MIA lately, and it's been on purpose. As you have probably noticed with my last videos, I have spoken a few times about how we are learning to exist in our new lives. As with most of you, the last 2.5, almost 3 years now, actually it's been 3 years, it's been 3 years now. The last 3 years have presented us with a lot of life changes. And I had to get to acceptance of this new life I live. I had to mourn my old life, but then find my new life to learn to appreciate it. I started feeling very negative about our move. I started feeling negative about living in Texas. And while I am a bit of a realist, and sometimes when it comes to situations, I can be on the pessimistic side of a realist. Because like with people, what's the opposite of pessimist? It's escaping me right now, guys. I can't think of the word. Put it in the comments. I am the opposite though for people. Like I always look for the best in people, but when it comes to situations, and that's more of my planner side. It's not really that I look for the negative. I can't know what to plan for if I don't know what's wrong, right? Or what could potentially be wrong. Anyway, I have to say that the potentials of wrong, what could go wrong and what have gone wrong were a bit overwhelming. And so I needed to take a step back. And I think I can feel comfortable in saying that's been the same for Lavonda as well. She and I have been living very similar lives in different ways. I mean, there's a lot of differences, but there's a line that is very similar. In order to be able to appreciate this new life, we had to scale back even to some of the things we love. And this channel is something that I love, but I had to get just back to basics and just decide what I could just put on my plate and what I couldn't. And at the time for the season, this wasn't something I could put on my plate. And so in my desire to find the true meaning of balance, I decided that I would not put any demands on what videos I create or do not create for Homeschoolific. Lavonda and I both decided that together. And that would allow us to be able to not feel like there's so many more boom, 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 boom to-dos, because our lives we do have a lot of absolutely to-dos in our lives right now. And while our lives always felt like they were very full and abundant, it was in a different way. And now it's in a different way. And it's not that either one of them are bad. It's just sometimes different is hard. And humans, I think Americans, I don't think we enjoy change very much. We don't enjoy drastic change. Of course, there's those of you that like to change things all the time. You're good, but a lot of us don't. And for me, because I like a level of control, a lot of change means that I can't prepare properly. Okay, so that was long and drawn out, but that's really why in my seek for balance, I have been pruning what I can't do away, and I'm not perfectly there, and I don't think like you always will be in balance. Like that's the whole thing about balance. You're constantly like balancing, right? Even if you're not aware of it, when you're on a bicycle, your core is engaged and your body is balancing. At the moment that you look the wrong way or you do something that wasn't expected, you can start to lose balance, and so you gain the muscles to get back on balance. So until those muscles are well trained to keep you in balance, I think I'm going to be doing this for a little while, and that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. You shouldn't have a problem with that if that's you, and if it's me, you shouldn't have a problem with me having to do that. That should be fine for all of us, right? You guys are important to us. This community is important to us. This was just about achieving balance and being what we needed to be for our families at the time or in this time. But I missed you guys, and part of something that I wanted to do for me is this is like part of my outlet. Homeschoolific is a business for LaVonda and I, but these videos are an outlet for me. It's a creative way to get things out and to like help and to serve the community of homeschoolers. And I'm very passionate about that because it was a community of homeschoolers that helped me to stick out homeschooling. My first year of homeschooling was not good. Like some people I know, they are like, oh, it was wonderful for us. La, la, la. Mine was not. And so having those women support me in that season of my life is, this is how I pay that back. And this is very important because I know that there are other families like me. And then I don't think that we fully graduate from ever needing help. I have found myself, I'm in my fourth 16-year-old. So this is my fourth 16-year-old. I have all boys, and I am stomped on some things because his situation is a very new situation that I've never had before. So I am still gleaning information in spite of how long I've been doing this from other homeschool parents. And I've graduated 3 kids from, homeschool high school, so this, you don't, just because you're mature, and it doesn't mean that you don't need your community. I need my community. And that was another thing that's been really hard. I still am struggling with community here, and you guys are a big part of that for me here as a homeschooler. I kind of need you guys too. Like I do, like this helps. So it's a currency, and I really love that and I appreciate that. Yeah, so that's why I've been gone. That's what's been going on. And then here's what's to expect. I plan to put up 2 videos per month. This is one video, and I'll be recording my next video most likely out here in the same outfit because it's a mom's life, y'all, and it's real. But I need this outlet, and so I'm going to try to push myself to give it. But if I don't, then I won't. I'm not promising. I'm just saying this is my goal. And I've been working with a health coach, life coach, and she's really been helping me a lot with that, and just learning that like it's not going to always be perfect, and sometimes I will excel in one area and other times I won't, but that's okay. It's eventually they'll all come together again, like that balance thing, right? And that's another thing too, like I'm working on my health. I've gone up and down in my weight over the last 3 years in a ridiculous way. I mean, I've roller coastered before, but what I've done in this last 3 years, if you look back on videos, you will see a slimmer me and a more, voluptuous me. And in this new life, I just can't seem to get a hold of my weight, and so that was something that had to take priority. So I've been working with someone, and I'm finally here making good results. So now it's going to start showing up here, and I'm okay with that. Old me would not have been okay with that. Old me would have been like, I need to see some dang results. Yeah, so this is where I'm at, and this is what I plan to do. I'm looking for, if there's anything you guys want. I have all these ideas. I've been having all these ideas, all these videos I want to make, and then when I'm ready to record, they all flood me at one time. So I'm gonna just write down and start going down a list. But if there's something you'd like to see in a video, please let me know. I'll give you a quick update because I didn't want this video to be too long. Homeschooling is going well, not as great as I would like it to in some ways, but me doing the co-ops have been very helpful. They've kept a lot of things up to par. I would like to be farther along with my son's dyslexia tutoring. We get really good and we're consistent, and then something, holiday or a vacation or sickness, whatever, disrupts, and then it's really hard to get back on. And so we get spotty. So we're back spotty again because we had vacation, holiday vacation, and sickness. So we had all three actually. And so we're working to get back to that. And then whenever I get back from vacation, there's just a lot of stuff to get done and to do. And I've been back for almost 2 weeks, and I'm still unpacking my suitcases because, why not? Yeah, so that's a thing. So that's for my high schooler. We're still doing everything we were, except for his science class. We dropped it. It was just way too rigorous for him, and frankly not something I was looking for us. This was really, for a person that was going into, we were using Apologia Advanced Biology. And it was just, it's really like, some of the books we used with it were college books, and it was really just way more advanced than I needed for him. He's not going into any sciences to continue his education. We didn't need that, and so too much of our life was being stuck on that, so we took that away. And then he's in human body course. I'm not doing my best on that, I'll be honest. Everything else is the same though. He's still doing everything else the same. And then for my 9-year-old, he is doing pretty much the same. I think I mentioned this in another video. Our history was just, because we do our history through our co-op class, they were asking way too much homework for an elementary child. And I knew this when we signed up before. You know how things fit on paper and it doesn't fit in reality. It was like that. It didn't fit in real life. I had to let the teacher know I can't commit him to an hour a day of homework. And I'm still, he's fourth grade. So we're still ironing out reading, writing, and arithmetic. He's advanced in arithmetic. So while he's doing 5th grade arithmetic, we're still working on making sure he has root memory and like core things like his multiplication and his division and stuff like that. That's where I want to focus that stuff at. I want to make sure his grammar is good and things like that. I'm not interested in doing hours of history at 4th grade just yet. You know what I'm saying? We do history, and I like history, and I'm big on history, but I do history through living books a lot of times. And what he's getting from the class on our co-op day, he gets a lot. They read together, and then he does special projects, and then she sends out videos. So he's getting history throughout the week. It's just not. And then I do African American studies with him on the Mondays. So he gets a lot. It's just we didn't need that much. So I'd rather have that focused in there. Outside of that, and outside of him going from 4th grade math to 5th grade math, everything's the same. We haven't changed much. I've tried to be very conscious about what I'm doing for the school year, and then unless it's like really catastrophic like it was with the advanced science class, I try to stick it out, because I think that's a problem with homeschoolers. We tend to move around too much. No major things there. We will not be done by May with everything. We'll be done with obviously our co-op homework and stuff like that. All that will be done end of May, but our rest of our stuff won't be. But we don't have a ton, which is nice. So we're gonna have a summer this year, which is nice, a summer break. And what that means in our home is not what it means to everybody else, but it means that there'll be some school. It just won't be like this, gotta get this done, year-round school thing. I tried that, and it just didn't work as well for our family. We do like that extended break while just feeding the kids extra stuff to keep their minds fresh and stuff like that. So there's always reading and fun learning and stuff going on in our home. That's just us. But we like to enjoy the summer and do stuff. So yeah, and that also gives me a good planning session. As for the new school year, because we're all in that season, I am stumped. I am struggling. One of the issues I've been having with my new life is seeing the future. And because I'm struggling with seeing the future, it's causing me to be very indecisive. And this is new for me. I haven't been an indecisive person since my early 20s. And I'm far, far from that. So I am struggling with making decisions, even small decisions. And so I'm supposed to make a decision about our co-ops by next month. And I've got like 14 days left. and I'm just struggling. So prayers for that for me, guys. It deals with like work and schooling and what I want, what my heart wants for our schooling, and what's reality and what's available, all of that. So anyways, so yeah, that's the gist of it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for hearing me out, and thank you for being patient and being here. Like I tell you guys all the time, you guys are important to us. We love this community. Help us grow, help us to serve you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.